Hello everybody, and welcome to a Jumputi Heroes news video. My name is Scarface King. It's been a long and rough week. It's been a long and rough year, to be honest, but Christmas is coming on Jumputi, and it's coming in about the same time frame it came last year. The only difference being it's not really a Christmas event. I've been saying this over and over. I don't know how true it is, but basically, I think they have been trying to avoid certain kinds of events, namely stuff like Halloween, stuff like Christmas that are seasonals but would normally have costumes attached to them. I think they're trying to avoid those completely, simply because they are reworking sprites right now and they don't want to have to go back and rework the sprite of the character and the costume separately. So, I assume that's why costumes have been avoided this year. And that's why those kinds of events have been avoided. Instead, we have the Men's Festival. Now, the Men's Festival, for a lot of people, is not going to be an event they really care about. But for me, this is kind of cool. For a start, we have finally got some Otaku Juku content, which they said was coming because it did win one of the votes. And here it is. And I don't even think this is the entirety of it. I think there is more coming. Maybe not like now, like later down the line, but there is at least a stage unused that I think is more content coming later. Plus, Kochikame, one of the longest running manga, the longest running manga in Shonen Jump, but one of the longest running manga of all time. A very important series to Shonen Jump. It had no content beyond launch, what they had at launch up until now. Like, there were other stages that included certain characters or whatever, but there was no actual new content until now. So, time to celebrate, time to get excited. I don't know, but it's kind of cool. If you like Gintama, there's some Gintama stuff there too, so that's great. Let's get through it. We've got the first login bonus. It's okay. It's an okay login bonus. You get some books, you get some rubies, and you get a Christmas present lottery ticket. You're going to need a few of those. You might get something good for it. Well, we'll see. You have to get lucky. The Christmas special login bonus. Do not miss this. I know it might be easy, because you might be... Oh, I've written this down wrong. Not the 14th, the 24th. So this is you have a 2-day window. You just have to log in once, and you get 500 rubies for logging in once on the 24th or 25th, 26th? Shit. Logging in near Christmas. So make sure you log in near Christmas. We have the daily mission. Clear 3 stages, get 50 stamina. Standard stuff. Have this every event. Now, the community bingo. I should explain this a little bit, because some people might have missed the old bingo events. But basically, with the bingo, you have the board, you have missions in each slot of the board, except the middle one, which is a freebie. And you have to clear those 8 missions as a community. I think some people do get confused when they see it come up and they think they have to do something. You just have to play the event, really. You just have to continue playing the game as you would. It's normally stuff like collect a certain number of gold, clear a certain number of stages. It will probably be related to the actual festival event, and it'll be collect a certain amount of this ornament, collect a certain amount of that ornament, so on, so forth. So you don't strictly need to do anything to get these rewards, but you have to play the game, I guess. But you don't even need to do that. You can just log in and pick them up. The Christmas present lottery. So this is what I mentioned before, the ticket you get from the login, and there are other tickets you can get from the missions. And it seems to just be a gacha. You use a ticket, you summon on the gacha, and you get something. Could be scrolls, could be... Well, the only ones they've confirmed are scrolls and tickets. And they said gacha tickets, like 5-star ticket, like multi-ticket. There's probably more in there, probably like 10% ticket, stuff like that. And how good the rates are and how good the rewards are, I don't know. But it's Christmas, they'll probably be quite generous, and hopefully get a few more 5-star tickets. If you're a new player, that's going to be very good. If you're a veteran player, maybe something to save up for a potential gacha pool upgrade, which hopefully is going to be coming soon. Soon, I hope. Please, I'm begging you, soon. Then down here, we have a Otaku Juku event that doesn't drop anything, that doesn't give it. It's just a daily event. Well, I mean, I say it doesn't drop anything. You get some books and some jump souls and stuff like that. But they added Raiden into the game. If you don't know Otaku Juku, I don't blame you. I don't know it that well. I've only read a few chapters here and now. I've only, you know, I'm gonna read it properly. I'm slowly reading through it. But Raiden is a character that is introduced as an enemy in an arc that there is a stage for in the files, and he later becomes, is this spoilers for a fucking, it came out in the 80s, I don't know. He later becomes a part of Otaku Juku. So this particular story is from later in Otaku Juku when he is part of Otaku Juku, but in the stage in the files that is currently unused in that particular fight, this particular model might be reused when that event comes along, and we'll have Raiden, and like the thing is, Date needs to be added, maybe a new version of Momotaro. There's a lot of different things they could do with that little event. I've talked about this before, but the important thing is under normal circumstances you just be like, whatever, it's a daily stage, but they've actually made a new model for an Otaku Juku enemy to put into the files, which I'm hoping is an indicator more Otaku Juku stages coming in the future, being worked on, and Raiden was a very good choice by them, I think. A very good choice. We then have, finally, an awakening for Togashi Genji, but only Togashi Genji, not Toromaru Ryuji. Again, possibly another indicator that there will be more Otaku Juku later. Fantastic. If you want to know the story behind this particular event, read chapter 2 of Otaku Juku. You'll know the whole story. It's great. We have the Christmas versus the Men's Festival event. This is what they're kind of doing. They're just like, we're not doing Christmas. Deal with it. And as you might be able to tell from looking at these images, what you're actually doing, you're playing as the Men's Festival characters, and you are attacking the people, or rather the trees, in these little gatherings, and you're supposed to knock down the trees because you're moving the Christmas festival out of the way to make room for the Men's Festival. Is it weird? Yes. Yes, it is. But we've actually got a new Kochikame unit. Yay! There's 2! No, there's 3! There's 3! So, hey, pretty good. One of them is a version 2 Ryotsu. There has been a version 2 Ryotsu in the files since before launch. I know it can't be in the files from before launch, but it's something they've been working on since before launch. And this is a different one. This is a newer one. So, kind of weird. The one they had before was him in the costume he wears when he plays the taiko drum at one of the festivals. This one is specifically from a men's festival, so it makes sense in this event, the men's festival event. But we've got Maria, or Ai Asato, an interesting character, one I would say worth reading about, especially for her time in manga history. You can Google it, there's Wikipedia pages, the Kochikame wiki, surprisingly more up to date than some of the other wikis I've been trying to find when making this database, so hey, that's handy. And then we have the Christmas versus Men's Festival boost gacha. Heihachi Edejima, a character that I think I'm going to pull for. I always like the gacha where it's 5 multis guaranteed to get the unit. There are some other featured units on his banner. Did I write it down? I didn't write it down. The other featured units on his banner are Hadler, Tenoji Shido, and who is the other one? Hentai Carmen. So if you have, I think that's right anyways, if you have those units, then this could kind of be like not great for you. This could kind of be one of those gacha, you know the ones. And so just be careful, yeah. Just be careful, because unless you've got enough to go for 5, you could end up getting like a bunch of dupes of Hentai Carmen, who is a launch unit and is on all of the tickets. So just you know, just unless you really want him, unless you're gonna go for 5, maybe don't pull on this one. It's just a suggestion. Though the other units featured are very nice, I will say that. I will say that. Moving on, we we have a Gintama event. We have Mademoiselle Tokumori, another interesting character, and specifically another Gintama unit. Gintama at some point has ascended in Jumputi. The devs have decided that Gintama goes beyond some of the other series. We're talking, Gintama is held in the same regards of release of units as stuff like Bleach, as stuff like Hunter x Hunter, Dragon Ball even. No, not quite One Piece. One Piece is in its own league. It just keeps getting content, and I have a feeling there's more coming in the very near future. But Gintama's just shot up. It went from like having hardly any content to them just going mad with it. So I kind of appreciate that. I'm not the biggest Gintama fan in the world. I've only ever got like 50 episodes in, something like that. But I appreciate spreading the love a little bit. You know, when it's just focusing on the same series, it's like cool, whatever. Like I get my drip feed of One Piece and Dragon Ball characters in the other gacha. This is nice. This is nice. Spreading the love. I like it. We have our second new character from Kochikame, that is Daijiro Ohara, who is the chief police officer within Kochikame, within Ryotsu's branch. And again, an interesting character. I do believe he was not in the files up until this point, even though he is quite an iconic character within the series. I think the enemies they chose was like a marine guy, and there was like one other, but it wasn't the chief police officer. So with more content being thrown out, and the models, if you're wondering, have been updated. This is not version 1 Kochikame content. They have updated the way the models look. They look quite nice. And you'll be able to see that here. Actually, we've got the Christmas Men's Festival. I put Man Festival everywhere. It's Men's Festival gacha. We've got a version 2 Ryotsu and a version 2 Kondo Isao. And featured on this gacha is version 1 Ryotsu and version 1 Kondo Isao. So for me, this gacha is actually quite potentially lucrative, because we've got a three units I don't have and only 1 unit I do have already. Obviously you can still get shafted in that situation, but if you don't have any of these, I mean, I'm not too sure about the new ones because we only know roughly some of their information, and at the moment, just based on I think support, Isao looks slightly better than Ryotsu, but all of those units are good units in theory. At least the old units are good units, so if you don't have any of them and you're intrigued, you're interested, and you want to get involved, then 3 multis does not hurt, because that is a guaranteed new unit if you don't have any of them. So hey, that's pretty good. And as you can see, Ryotsu's model has been updated to make him look a bit more manly. They also fixed his nose to look more like the classic Ryotsu nose, which you will know if you've seen any pictures from the manga. And Isao's model looks basically the same, except he is only wearing a loincloth. So hey, that's something. But the thing that lets me down about this gacha is because there are 2 new units on this style of gacha. It's kind of an exact miss between the 2 like best scenarios. The 2 best scenarios are, there's like 4 featured units and they're all new, and they're the only featured units, and then on the third, fourth, and fifth multi, you're guaranteed a new unit, or there's only one new unit, and on the fifth multi, you're guaranteed to get that new unit. This is somewhere in between, because it's a 50-50 on which one you get when you do the fifth multi. You're guaranteed to get one, but you're only guaranteed to get one. You're not guaranteed to get both. So, if you're only a fan of one or the other, that's kind of a dick move. It's kind of a dick move. But hey, I'll probably throw it. I don't know. I'm torn. I want Heihachi. I want Ryotsu. We'll see. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. You've got to remember, I will say this, right? 100% transparency. The end of December, start of January last year, completely fucking banged on Jumputi. I'm talking gacha, I'm talking events, I'm talking feature festivals, I'm talking rewards and login bonus, everything. It was mad. And I foresee the same thing this year. So, all I'm saying is, even if you really, really want these characters, unless they are your favourites, unless you feel like I cannot be without them, at least wait and see until towards the end of this event before you do anything. Because if you go ham and you spend I don't know, 5k rubies on this gacha, and then you don't get the one you wanted. Say you wanted Ryotsu, and you got to the 5k the 5 multis, and you got Isao, and you're like, oh, do I go again? Do I, most people wouldn't have the rubies to go again, but just wait and see, because something mad is coming. I assure you, something crazy is coming. The fact that Kochikame content is here is already crazy in a different way, but still crazy. New Year's gonna pop off. So be prepared. And there is a sale pack. It's okay. It's an okay sales pack. There's 2 brand new units plus Habla and Tanoji. It's not bad. You're guaranteed to get one of those units randomly. And 750 rubies for 3,060 yen. Look, it's good. It's good. I think I've messed up the sales pack period on this as well. It's not 06, it's 16. Man, I made loads of mistakes at this news first. I gotta go fix them. But it's okay. These tickets are always okay. But if you don't have any of these units, it's good. Same with this pack. We don't actually know the dates for this pack. This pack's actually better if you don't have any of the units. But the reason it's cheaper is because it doesn't have 2 brand new units. It just has 4 units. If you don't have any of those, that ticket's kind of mad. That pack's kind of mad. And obviously you get 250 rubies less than the other pack, but it's still good. It costs less in exchange. And say you don't have any of them, that's spot on. That's spot on. This gacha, it's bait, it's a trap. Don't pull, don't do it. I beg you, please. Yes, you are guaranteed a 5-star every multi. Yes, you are guaranteed a 2019 5-star on the second, I'm confused, 2nd, 5th, and 8th multi. And yes, you are guaranteed 1 random free jewel every 3rd, 6th, and 9th multi, whatever. I say every, you can only do it 9 steps. But the reason it's bait, the reason it's a trap, the reason you shouldn't do it is because they wouldn't put a gacha on like this just before New Year if they weren't going to slap a fat New Year gacha out. This is bait to rinse your rubies so they can drop a fat New Year gacha. I will say this, if you're a new player, this gacha is kind of great, but it's still bait. Don't do it, don't fall for it. But if you've done maybe a couple of multis, I mean even going 2 for 2k, and you're guaranteed a 2019 unit, that's good. The main reason that's good is because on most of the other gacha you would not get a guaranteed 2019 unit for 2k. There's not another gacha in the game that gives you that. So, at least for that, it's good. I would say going any further than that, it's bait, man. Like you could get mega shafted. There's a chance you get some nice stuff. There's no lie. The Katsura Theatre event is returning. This is the only way to get Yori from Aisu. So just do it and get her. It's an easy 99 luck. It's not going to cost you that much stamina. I'm pretty sure she's like 100% drop and all that stuff. Just go get her. This event is a challenge event, but if I'm not mistaken, if I'm remembering correctly, this is like the easiest challenge event. I might be wrong on that, but there's actually a little guide on the website that I made last time, and assuming it's the same as last time, then this little guide is going to make things quite a bit easier for you. And I can't really remember the situation. Like, I felt like most of the people that did it cleared it last time, but it was quite a while ago. It was like first anniversary, so that was like March-ish, something like that. I don't know if it came after or before or what, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. If you're having trouble, get in the Discord and people will help you. And then we have these down the bottom, the summer stuff, because the joke is, how can we bring back seasonal stuff out of season? Oh, well, actually, it's out of season, but it's not, because it's summer somewhere in the world. This is a smart move by them. It's a tempting gacha, and it's bait. Don't pull on it. No, but I will say, if you like these characters, this is the only gacha you can pull them on. So, even if they do this every time it's summer somewhere in the world, that means you're only going to get a chance to pull on these units every 6 months. So it's up to you whether these characters are important to you or not. And the same with this guy. This guy who I happen to have. And I happen to have spent 9 multis for. And I happen to think he is good, but not worth 9 multis. So make of that what you will. If you're really into Sasuke, there you go. Your boy Sasuke. His only limited is a seasonal. Very strange. And let me say this right now. There is going to be a lot more Naruto content next year if we get another Sasuke limited. Don't be surprised. Just don't be surprised. And there's the men's festival stage in a preview in all its glory. And that's about it. Then I got my notes down here, me talking about some of the stuff that's coming. And yeah, that's the news. That's basically everything there is to say. I wish you all the best with all your luck and all your willpower needed in order to get through this event. Don't spend any ruby. Don't do nothing. I will be spending. I don't know how much, but I know I'll be regretting it. I'm almost certain. I want that Ryotsu real bad, but I almost can't bring myself to pull for it on the off chance that I have to go all 5 and still don't get him. I almost can't. I don't think I can do that to myself. I just don't. We'll see. We will see. But New Year's gonna bang. Christmas, second half, whatever. All that stuff is gonna be sick. And I'm gonna try and get some others. I did make a prediction for Christmas, but it wasn't quite edited in time, and then the data download came, and then it was all a mess, and we knew what was coming. And B, I was so wrong. I was so wrong. So it doesn't matter. But there'll be more Jumputi stuff coming. We're gonna do some summons tomorrow, I guess. We're gonna do some predictions for 2020, things I would like to see, some gameplay changes or whatever, like all the things I would like to see from the game in 2020. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm just gonna fucking edit this and upload it and hopefully fix the news post, and I'll see you all next time.